Uwe, Makos, Leva Usudumedisu. Today I'm gonna answer the question anyway from Olga. I found one of my Muratuwa Moya last year, and our connection was beyond anything I've ever experienced, but we're not together. How do you ask for a life partner? Okay, and since you spoke on the topic, why can't we be with them if the connection is that powerful? Okay. Yes, and then she continues. Hey, looks like you think you're flirting. Now, jiggy, the spirit says no. How do you know when the time is right to start dating? That is the question. And I'm going to answer this just, guys, I'm going to do this one by one so that relationship, this one doesn't mix with others because this one is a different one altogether. Okay? Then there was a question as well from Refilwe. But why on earth will I be introduced to someone of the opposite sex? Remember, it doesn't have to be the opposite sex. It can be the same sex. Who I'll be attracted to that I'm not meant to have a romantic relationship with. I mean, it really doesn't make sense, she said. It really doesn't. Why on earth would you be introduced to this person, or would you meet this person and not be in a relationship with? Why do I start with this one? Guys, now let's talk about this soul partner. Okay, there are different kind of relationships that we will have as people, right? Spiritual people will have different kind of relationships. And the one I'm talking about, your soul partner, the Rato Lamoya, is a different kind of connection altogether. It's not meant to be romantic, well, in some other way. I mean, we need to understand that this is a spiritual-led kind of relationship, right? Even though there might be things that are making you want to be with that person, we always have to remember that this is spiritually led kind of connection. Even the ancestors, the guardians, and the others, spirits, entities cannot do anything when it comes to that kind of relationship that I'm talking about. I mean, they have no say in it. It is naturally supposed to be there with that person. Do you understand? It's a different thing altogether. So, let's see what the question is here. How do you know when is the right time to start dating? I mean, if you meet this person, okay, let's be honest, when you meet this person, you're fucked. That is it. That's the real truth. So, I mean, I'm not talking about it as in literal. Now I'm talking metaphoric. Right? Like, things changes. I mean, yes, you will meet a soulmate, but that connection will still stay there in the background, bubbling. Because remember, that connection is there for a specific purpose that we're going to talk about. So, I mean, she's saying that even though we're not together, how do I ask for a life partner? Guys, Lerato Lamoya is your life partner. Right? In a way. I mean, it's spiritually your partner for this life, for next life, for all the lifetimes that you're going to be living on this on this earth. Okay? And beyond. That is your partner for life. Let's just put it that way. And so the question is, how do you navigate your physical kind of relationship with the spiritual, I'm talking about Lerato la Moya, and your physical life. Okay? How do you navigate the two? Because obviously that one is a connection. And as a human being, you need to have some kind of relationship that naturally you're going to be, do you understand? That will ground you somehow. So how do you navigate the two? I said, once you meet Lerato la Moya, you're fucked. I said that. Because you can move on. What I'm saying, move on, I mean physically be with a soulmate. But the other bit, the spiritual one, is going to be there because it's spiritual, guys. I don't know if I'm making this sound all right. That is understandable. The two things, okay, let's say Ngakatloukhulu, the physical, Ngakatloukhulu spiritual, isn't it? Let's say Maidi meet Lerato la Moya physically. Ngakatloukhulu spiritual me have Lerato la Moya spiritually. The two things will have to be aligned together to make the Ngakatloukhulu person, right? Now, guys, the spiritual is not spiritual partner like the way I'm seeing things, people are talking about it. That person, Lerato la Moya, is there for a purpose, for a different thing altogether. Is there to make sure that you are here to do what you came here to do, and you are meant to be healing things that you need to heal. You are meant to be looking at things the way you're supposed to look at them. That is natural. You cannot force it. You cannot control it, as in me trying to control things physically, because that comes from the higher bit of you, right? Those kind of things I'm talking about. So are you going to be able to meet someone and be happy and comfortable? Happiness, yes. It's going to be different. It's different, guys. You will be happy, right? Yes, physically you'll be happy. But guys, I'm saying, once your ancestors, spirits, your being, or God, for those who reach God first, once all these people introduce you to Lerato la Moya, once you're introduced to that person, it changes the whole thing. It changes everything. The way you know life as you know it is the same way as once you get to talk to ancestors and you know them, it changes everything. How you look at life, right? Is the same with Lerato la Moya. Once you get to know that way, it changes everything. But even though you might have those kind of feelings that people tend to have naturally, the ancestors, guardians, spirits, and others can make sure they can, because they have, remember, they're all working together with that, your Lerato la Moya, right? Your soul partner. So they will work together to try and make sure that that Lerato la Moya doesn't, is not influencing you too much in a way that you will not be able to, like Olga say, meet others. So she can have a life partner or someone that she can be with in a relationship kind of setting where she needs to feel human, be loved. But that one will still be lingering on Unfortunately. Even now, it might stay silent. It might stay, when I'm saying silent, meaning that it might feel like it's not there. There will come a time when it bubbles up, especially when you need to move further up on your journey, because it's supposed to come for that specific purpose, so that you can move, let's just say ascend spiritually. I'm talking about Lerato la Moya. All right, Lerato la Moya. So, the question now, the worst thing now is that my Moya Waka doesn't want anyone, even when I try dating. She's saying that. Remember that is the same as even before you meet your spiritual partner, right? Okay, let me not call it spiritual partner, because spiritual partner, people are talking about different things that I don't understand. Your soul partner, right? Even before you meet this person, you might find that most of people, you'll find that you know that there's that bit of you that is missing. Even you meet people, those people do not gel with you, because it's as if your soul knows that it's waiting for that one that aligns with it properly, its other half. Does that make sense? Okay, let me just go to that answer, that question that was asked by this other person related to what I'm just saying now, but it will make sense what I'm saying. Okay, where's that? Where's that question? Okay, it's Tariru. She said, why is it so difficult to literally like just anybody romantically? Why are we so choosy and are mostly alone? So when you know in your whole, your soul knows that is God's other half, no matter how many people comes to you, you will not be attracted to them, because you know who you're waiting for. You know your one is there. The one and only, the one you spiritually align with and that you physically align with. Even if you're not going to be with them physically, you will still feel that you cannot align with any person, no matter how they come to you. You cannot until you meet that person, because it's like it is as if you're waiting for them. It is as if you're waiting for them, because you know you're meant to be. You know you're drawn towards that person. It's like sometimes I know that some people, they can even dream or even sense that these people are there even before they meet them. Your person, that one and only, the only connection that agrees with your own soul. It is your soul anyway. It's part of your soul. That connection that agrees with you. The other people can come and go. You know that you're waiting for that one. So people might be just coming to you, but you just want to be alone until that person comes in. Then you know things changes, and you remember that's why you were feeling like that all along. That is what I'm talking about. Lerato la Moya. So why are we in this kind of position, being put in this kind of things where we are connected to these people that we cannot be with, and it messes up everything about everything? Guys, when that person comes, that is when you're gonna get all the information that you need, because they're just gonna be freely come to you, spiritually and physically. That information is going to come to you. It will come to you. That is just that. I just wanted to touch on this just a little bit, the question on that. And I thought, why not? I'll just be here and talk to you. The other person is already higher spiritually Can they sense, yes, can they sense that you love them? Yes. Let me tell you that once you meet them, once you meet them, there's no hiding. Even the person cannot hide. Even you cannot hide. I mean, you can hide, physically hide, but spiritually you cannot. Spiritually you cannot hide from each other. The person physically can play their cards close to their chest, hide things. Spiritually, you're going to be shown things that they're hiding from you. Spiritually. I mean, in dreams. Not only in dreams, they're going to be talking to you. The same way we talk to ancestors, their higher self, you'll be talking to them like their voices, proper voice. If it's a female, her voice. If it's a male, her voice is going to be telling you everything that you need to know. They're going to be playing music for you, telling you exactly what they're trying to tell you. You're going to be seeing things in dreams with them telling you things that they're afraid to tell you physically. I mean, this connection is a different kind of connection altogether. When I'm saying that it is separate from ancestors, but ancestors, they work with that person, obviously, because the whole thing works together. Because sometimes they have to use that person to reach you first, because you might be hiding, running away from listening to your ancestors. They've been trying to get hold of you with dreams and everything. You've been running to churches, you've been running to places and hiding away from ancestors and saying you don't want to hear about them. They might just use that person to reach you. And once you hear from that person, dream-wise, spiritually, your life changes. It just does. It's just a straight fact. It changes. So, Lerato Lamoyal comes for that. And it's not going to be like fun, like people are thinking, ooh, it's going to be fun, and ooh, you're going to be enjoying yourself, lying down, cuddling down, you know? No, it's nothing like that. This is, guys, like I said, with that strong word that I use, it can come as in like it all roses and everything can just change. And you become a sick person, but not the one who doesn't go to hospital. And when I'm saying sick, I don't mean like sick as in sick where you need tablets. I'm talking about as in someone who's love sick. I'm not talking about relationships where you met someone, you kind of get attracted to them, and you kind of think they're not, you're gonna move on. That one you cannot move away from. Okay, you cannot move on from that one. That one is a spiritual one. Like I said, you cannot move away from. The ancestors cannot do anything about it, and God him, her, or herself. I don't know about that one. I shouldn't talk about things I don't know about. But I know about the ancestor spirits, entities, and stuff like that. They work with you and that person spiritually. Physically, things might be different between the energies might not align properly. Spiritually, you will always be aligning. So, the lucky ones will be if things are aligning properly physically and aligning properly spiritually. So, if those two are aligning all together, then we might be talking about some things that are different. But to get to that stage, I think you really have to be, I don't know, you have to have matured so much spiritually to get to that level. But I cannot say something I don't know, but from what I understand, And from what I have seen, it doesn't look like that connection can, I don't know if you can align in both physically and spiritually. That connection is just, is messy. Let's see what you're saying. I dream about him a lot. So when I report to him as my spiritual healer, he acts surprised. How do I get to these messages? Okay, let me just use my phone because that one is going to put me. All right. Bear with me, guys. I have to be like I'm watching as well here. Listening to myself. Okay, I dream about him a lot. So when I report to him as my spiritual healer, he acts surprised. Last time I dreamt making him black tea. He confirmed he only drinks black tea. Okay, so when I dream about him, a lot of things, they're going to be showing everything about this person, right? Everything. I mean, like everything. Their movements. Their movements, right? There is no need for you to be validating with the physical person because the whole thing is not about physical, guys. Remember, even though the feelings and all those kind of things might be too strong or too powerful for you, you just want to be there. I mean, to get to the state where you both you understand what is happening between the two of you and you're okay with it and you can manage your individual separate lives from that. You just know that this is spiritual, but physically you want to live your life, you want the other one to live their lives. If you can both agree that this is how it is, but we live separate and we just come to talk about things that will build us and will make us grow spiritually. Once you get to that level, you're lucky, right? So you do not need to go back to this person all the time to validate what you're seeing, because in the dream they will tell you everything that you need to know. Okay, in the dream they will tell you everything that you need to know. They will tell you where they are, their state, what they need you to work on, because it's about you. It is about you to grow spiritually. Remember, it's about you to grow spiritually, right? So they will be telling you things in the dream, or you'll be saying things in the dreams about them. It's just to validate that. You're validating that by saying that this is exactly what you saw in the dream. It's validation. But you don't need that. Spirituality is what it is. Do you understand? It is what it is. There's no need for validation. So, yeah. So that is how it is. Yeah, they can sense. They can sense because even them, they know that that's how they are feeling. But like I said, right? Like I said, this is a spiritual things. There are some things that they are meant to be staying dormant in the other, and the other ones to be shown things, to be their senses to be heightened, and the other ones. You might find the other one is spiritually is too mature for you, but you might think that you are mature spiritually, like that one is still below. But it's not like that. It's not like that. There's always gonna be balance. There's always gonna be, you're both in the same path, but it might be that you're seeing something different from the other, and the other one is seeing something different from you. But it's meant to be shown to you that way. Do you understand? The other one might just, you might just, they might just, they can be in a position where they are, how do I say it? Like they're disgusted. Disgusted is a big word, right? Disgusted. They detest you. And you might find that you really, really are mentally going crazy in love. That one is disgusted. These two things are meant to be showing you something there. You just need to try and see what it is that person is trying to show you, what it is that you're reflecting back to that person. Okay? You need to look at that. But don't worry about that other person now. Let's worry about you. It's about you. Remember, this connection is meant to be helping you grow spiritually. Grow. So focus on yourself. Make sure that you look after yourself and that other person, if they're okay and things are in sync with each other, that is good. It's a good feeling, isn't it? But is not meant to take you away from where you are meant to be. Okay? Where you're meant to be. You're supposed to hold yourself together because this relationship is too strong. You're supposed to hold yourself together. You know, when I'm saying hold yourself together, I mean that you need to remember to hold yourself together. This is not meant to be like a romantic now. You want to be there all the time, kissy and stuff like that. No. Do you understand? It's not meant to be like that. Not at this stage. You just need to focus on yourself. Okay? Focus on yourself. That is just that. So, I think that is just that, guys. I mean, Lerato la Moya, guys, is just too much. It's too much. You're welcome, Nosipo. Nosipo. Yeah, you're welcome. So yes, it's meant to help us grow, you know, spiritually. It's meant to help us grow. Even now, you can get lots of triggers. You know, it can mess you up. Like when I'm saying mess up, I don't mean I mean mess up like where the love is just too much. You know, you just want to just be thinking about that person because it's crazy love. It's a different kind of love that we know as human beings. Why am I talking about this kind of thing like this? It's because I'm meant to talk about this. So remember that you'll be growing. Yes, it is. If you are on that path, on that soul partner path where it is too much. I mean, you can't align with any other person apart from that person. Unfortunately, that is what it is. And this is not even about sex, because sex is nothing. You can, once you've known, you so recognize its half. It's nothing to do with sexual, guys. You be satisfied, right? Spiritually satisfied. So sex, if it is there, which might even actually mess things up if it happens. But that is a spiritual kind of connection, guys. Remember that connection is spiritual. So you must. This is when, as physical people, as people like this, physical people, we need to hold ourselves together because the pool is too much, isn't it? The feelings is too much. But you need to hold yourself together as a human being when it comes to that kind of relationship. It's not a relationship, connection. When it comes to that kind of connection, remember to hold yourself together. Okay? And I wanted to say just be there for yourself and the other person if you can, because whatever it is that you're experiencing, whatever it is that they're experiencing, is difficult for them and for you. So remember that. I mean, it's a difficult thing to be in that kind of thing. Okay? So that is just that. So guys, that is just me. I was talking about that. So I'll answer the questions about relationship one by one. So I'll answer them like that. So that is just that. Guys, we'll touch on this Baratani Bamoya as many times as we can, because to be in that kind of path is difficult for anyone to be in that. Okay, to be in that path and have ancestors as well and spirits going on crazy in the background. Oh, towards, I didn't mean it like that. So it is not an easy path to be in. Just look after yourself, and you will get there. You'll get there. You'll make it. You'll make it. Just enjoy the experience, okay? Enjoy the experience. Kabutse.